Hi, my name is Jeanette Stein, and I'm the creator of Stein Solutions. And I am extremely passionate about creating time-saving tools that allow you to capture your voice and get things done quickly using custom GPTs. And so, thank you so much for your purchase. I'm so glad you are here. I just know that this sales page first method works. I use it in my business. I am a client and customer and now partner with Evelyn and her certified um, GPT creator. So it's been an exciting ride. This is the exact method that I use to create all the sales pages for these GPTs. So what you saw and what we're going to create together very much align. But before we get into using that, I want to talk to you just a little bit about how you use the AI. I believe strongly that there's two components to using the AI. The first you hear about all the time. You see it on TikTok, Instagram, anywhere you're at on social media, online. It's the prompts. Use these prompts and make $1 million. Use these prompts and create your sales page in 4 seconds, right? Use these prompts and you've got everything great. Um, and it will be good copy for the most part. Keep in mind that the quality of the prompts do matter because ChatGPT has been trained on a lot of crappy websites, a lot of crappy sales pages, a lot of crappy emails. So think about, I'm old enough to remember the dial-up speed and that thing, those sales pages that were first when the internet came out. They used to blink fluorescent things and have GIFs all over them just marching over the screen. And people thought that was really good web design. So, on top of that, there were over the top marketing promises and just a lot of sketchy stuff. You look at the web pages and the sales pages and the emails that go out nowadays. How many land in your inbox that you would never want representing who you are? That's why it's really important to partner with experts in the field. That is why I partner with people like Evelyn to grab her frameworks so that we don't end up with crappy sales pages. ChatGPT can create all sorts of them. If you don't give it an example, if you don't tell it what you want, it will just guess from everything it knows. And I would bet that 80% of it is kind of junky. So partnering with Evelyn allows my GPTs to be top notch, okay, because they're following her framework. But that's what everybody talks about. But there's this second part. And think about a Venn diagram. We're going for that middle part, that sweet spot. There's this other part people aren't talking about unless you hear about the negatives. You hear about ChatGPT outputs looking like sounding robotic, or I can tell that was ChatGPT, or anybody could have written that for any niche. And that's really where I get really passionate about. And that's why my voice guide is free. That's why my voice guide is given with every GPT kit that is out there. What a voice guide is more than just a tone. We can get a good tone, but what do we know about every expert that um, is great at marketing? I want you to think about people like Mel Robbins and Russell Brunson and even Evelyn. What do they have? They have deep and rich stories that they tell over and over again. We know about Evelyn moving and living in different places. We know about her purchasing a high level or a high cost, high level course or program before she was ready for it. We know about some of these things that really define these people. If you've ever followed Russell Brunson, you know about his potato gun. You know about his children that are his motivators. You know that he's got three or four, five, six, right? All of these people who are really great at marketing have these signature stories. They have the signature ways they talk. If I think about you, I have clients who love to compare everything to a 80s and 90s sitcom. That's great. I was a former math teacher. I always talk about we don't yell at a third grader for not knowing differential equations when they're excellent at multiplying. We tell them they're great at math because they're excellent at multiplying, right? And I talk about that as we integrate AI into our businesses. We all get mad that we don't know it all. Well, We're probably at a third grade level. It came out like 18 months ago. So, but I use these math references. That is in my voice guide. And sometimes people get into the voice guide or try to create something that will capture their voice for ChatGPT to pull from. So you want to have a voice guide that talks about things you do, things you don't say, what makes you special, what makes you different, what are your stories, what are your testimonials, what do you love about working with your clients, what makes you unique. And when you put that all in a document and you use that document every time you use a custom GPT, or any AI, you can upload this into things like Claude or wherever you're at. But if you go into, I created a custom GPT and I've created a video and everything on how to use it, but I want you to go talk to it from your app. I want you to have conversation with it and share with it these stories you've got, these things about you. And as you talk, it's going to pull out your tone. It's going to pull out those things that are special about you. It's going to pull out those things you're passionate about, and it's going to create it into a document. Now, when we take excellent prompting, excellent frameworks, and we take excellent, appropriate, and accurate document about you, and we combine them with the AI, we can get excellent results super fast. The thing I want to remind you is the outputs are only going to be as good as each of those three. So we've got Evelyn's excellent frameworks. I have an excellent framework for creating GPTs that are not only going to work with the AI, but work with the human. I call them human easy, right? Like we make it human easy to go in and use this. And then we've got your excellent voice guide. And when we take the three of those and we put them and we combine those, you can get excellent converting copy results, outputs from any AI system. So I'm so glad you're here. I'm here to help you combine the three. And right now, I'd love to just share my screen and show you how to use the resources we've got. So let me grab. All right. So you can see this is what you just got delivered to you when you purchase the Sales Page First GPT kit. And I call them a kit because we usually work with these together. How this works is I did link up Evelyn's sales page training. You do need to be a member of her Grow with Evelyn um, membership in order to access this. So this will take you right to her sales page or her wait list, depending on where she's at right in that moment. And you'll be able to see that. Otherwise, it is behind a paywall. And so just keep that in mind. That's just part of the partnership I have with Evelyn. Then you're going to see this level one voice guide. You'll use this link. It will start you. Let's go ahead and open it. I'm just going to open a new link. I did that by right clicking on that link and then hitting open in a new link or a new tab. You're going to go ahead and always with my GPTs, they're very easy to use. You never have to guess what to do. And you just click in the middle. It will tell you what to expect. And then it will ask you if you're ready to get started. So always read this because I do put directions in here. And it's going to, for example, this one's always going to ask for your website first. And it will pull the information. If it does seem like it seems I couldn't access it, this seems to be a common error. That's why I wanted to go in. I'll just say, please look for my website. I'm going to put a space.com, and see what it pulls up. Okay, so now it's searching the web and it found 5 sites and it found Jeanette Stein and Stein Solutions, and it's pulling up everything for my brand. Why it does this is a little bit dynamic. I'll create a different video on it, but I just see it all the time. And then what you're going to do in this voice guide is I would love for you to actually, I'm going to go to share again. Advanced. I want to share this um, from my phone so that you can see why I want you to do this. It's so important. I'm taking the time. Oops, there it goes. All right, and so hopefully at this point you can see my screen. I've got ChatGPT, and I can hit the little menu. What I did was I hit the menu right here. So it's right here. Hit the menu, and I am going to go down to what I was just working on and click on it. You'll see it's got my website, like I just typed it in, and this is the right chat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this little voice guide here. Please ask me the questions one at a time.
Great. Let's start with some foundational questions. First up, can you describe in your own words what your business's mission and vision are? What's the core purpose that drives you to do what you do? And what's your big picture goal for your clients or community?
Please remember that I asked you to ask me questions one at a time.
Got it. Here's the first question. What is your business's mission and vision? What's the core purpose driving what you do?
And I'm just going to go ahead and interrupt it at that point. Just know that the directions are for one at a time. We're seeing lots of errors this week, and that's okay. That is how it goes sometimes. I'm going to go ahead and go right back to our screen share. And I would really love for you to do that first. The second thing you're going to want to do is you're going to open each of these in a new tab. And for the sales page first copy creator, if you have already worked through Evelyn's Define Your Money Making Offer, go ahead and upload. You can skip that. But most people have this kind of done, but not really done. And so if that's you, I would encourage you to go through Evelyn's Money Making Offer Creation Guide. We always start with step zero. Step zero is just the directions telling you what to expect from what we're going to work through. And then it is going to ask you if you're ready to dive in. If you're one of those people that already has an idea for your offer, you already know what you're going to be offering, and you are ready and you already have reflected on those skills, you can tell it to just go ahead and start with step 3 and upload the information. So you're going to upload any information and say, please start with step 3. If you are really starting from ground zero, you have a few ideas, but you're not sure what that offer is going to be, what it's going to look like, then you're just going to go ahead and work through the process, starting with step 1. This is how Evelyn worked through the whole thing. And so hopefully you will find this really helpful. As you work through this, it will give you suggestions, opportunities, and all of those things. And at the end, it will give you a document that is basically Evelyn's how to make a money-making offer document that you would have filled in before going to the sales page. Then what you're going to do is go over and open up the sales page first method, and you're going to put that document right in here, and you're going to begin with step 0. Step 0, again, is going to tell you exactly what to expect, and it's going to ask you some of that information. You don't have to answer these questions. You just need to put in the document. We got it the last one, and if you read it, it would tell you that as well. It's also going to ask for your voice guide. This is extremely important. We already talked about that, so I'm not going to beat a dead horse, but make sure you put your voice guide in here with the stories. And then you can go ahead and move on through this. It's going to walk you through step by step, and then finally it will give you a document with all of the information that will be ready to submit to Evelyn. If you're in the Grow with Evelyn group or in one of her other groups, you can submit it for feedback. I'll let her know you use this if you'd like. She knows that we are in partnership on creating this, and I really hope that you find it extremely helpful. All right, so if you have any questions, reach out to me. I have a free Facebook group. It's linked in the email that you get, and it's linked on this document right down here. Join today. I'd love to see you there. And then I also offer a weekly free training. This is live where you can ask questions and you can register for that right here. And of course, I'm on social media. I'd love to chat with you. I love getting to know my people. And please don't hesitate to reach out if I can help in any way. Thank you so much.